Hey guys, I'm here to do my book haul. It is Thursday, and I actually ended up getting my Goodreads books today too. So I do not have any other books coming for myself that I can think of. I don't think so. So the only thing coming is book closeouts, which, like I said, is going to be like another week. So the first two, well, the first one I got from Amazon, the other one from Amazon Marketplace again. The one I got from Amazon Marketplace is called My Pet Virus. It's by Shawn Decker, and it's a true story. The true story of a rebel without a cure. It's about this is him, but when he was younger, he had hemophilia, right? He was a hemophiliac, and he ended up contracting HIV through a bad blood transfusion. And this is about his story with that. Growing up, he ended up getting married, and on the back, that's him and his wife. And they go around and they talk about what it's like to be married. She is not HIV positive, and just how it is they cohabitate. So I thought that would be pretty interesting to read. It's a short book as in height-wise. This is the size of the text, so it's not bad. And it is only 237 pages, so not bad at all. On the back it says, Shawn Decker isn't quite the all-American boy. Sure, he gets caught shoplifting copies of Penthouse and is crazy about pro wrestling, especially the nature boy Ric Flair. But he's also a hemophiliac who discovers at age 11 that he has contracted HIV from tainted blood. Instead of becoming self-pitying and dying, as first predicted, Shawn develops a twisted sense of humor, meets Depeche Mode through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and writes about what it's like being hetero and HIV positive in rural Virginia. He turns to gay men for advice on dating women, and almost 20 years after contracting HIV, falls in love and marries his HIV-negative wife, partner, Gwen. Together they travel the country speaking about how they cohabitate with Shawn's pet virus. So, like I said, it sounds very, very interesting. Can't wait to read that story. The next book I actually got from Amazon. It is a new release. It's Like Mandarin by Kirsten Hubbard. And this looks like a good book. I like this cover. I used to scrapbook a lot. For probably about 2 or 3 years, I was very obsessed with it, doing it all the time. Maybe one of these days, if you guys want, I can show you some of my scrapbooks I've done. But this looks like a page I would do, or I probably may have done. Scrapbooking is also very artistic, very creative. I like how all of this is plain, and then you have the picture at the bottom, with just the title going across right there. This is the side of it. And this book, so much animal here, man. The book is orange, a bright orange, which I love. Love it. I'm going to go ahead and read the inside to you for those of you who are not familiar with what this story is about. It's hard to find beauty in the Badlands of Washokie, Wyoming. 14-year-old Grace Carpenter sure knows there's nothing beautiful about her mother's pageant obsessions or about the cowboy dances or pickup trucks adored by her small-town classmates. True beauty is wild girl, Mandarin Ramey. 17, shameless, and utterly carefree. Studious and self-conscious, Grace would give anything to be like Mandarin. When these girls, so utterly different from one another, are united for a school project, they embark on an unlikely, explosive friendship, packed with nights spent skinny dipping in the canal, liberating the town's animal head trophies, and searching for someplace magic. When Mandarin suggests that they make a pact to run away, Grace goes along with the idea on a whim. Maybe it's the wild winds that plague their Badlands town that make her say yes. That is my phone ringing, and it's all the way across the room, and I don't edit, so you guys have the pleasure of listening to it. Yes, it is Victorious. I love the song. Victoria, God, I forgot her damn name now. But, I love that song, so that's my ringtone. Anyways, After a while, however, Grace has second thoughts. It turns out that Mandarin's unique beauty hides a girl who's troubled, even dangerous. And no matter how hard Grace fights to keep their friendship alive, even the strongest relationships can't withstand betrayal. Kirsten Hubbard's bold novel will resonate with anyone who has ever yearned to escape from home, from others, or from herself. The one thing that I liked about this is it takes place in a small town. I am a small town girl at heart. I have never lived in a small town, but I would love to live in a small town. I want to live in a log cabin. That's what I want to live in. Oh, that would be so awesome. But I would love to live in a small town where everybody knows everybody. And I know there's negatives to that too, but God, I just so would. I would love the slow pace life and just, I don't know. So yeah, so that's the one thing I like about this. The second thing is the drama and the issues are going on with this Mandarin girl. So I'm really looking forward to reading this book, as I am with all my books. The next 4 books I got from Goodreads, and they are, you know, when you see something on the computer, it's definitely different than when you get it in your hands. And I'm very excited about these books that I got. The first book I got, everybody knows about. And before I begin, I'm going to show you guys something. It's not too bad. Now, if you have a weak stomach, don't look. It's not real bad, so. But I don't know if you guys can see that. It actually was worse yesterday. It's healing already. It was deeper yesterday. But darn bird at work bit me. We're boarding somebody's bird. Yeah, this doesn't look bad at all compared to what it was yesterday. We're boarding a bird at work. It's a yellow-naped Amazon. And I think I said that right. Yellow-naped, yellow-headed, yellow. Anyway, and we board her all the time. And she's a very sweet bird. But nobody told me, or whatever. But anyways, I went in her cage to give her water, food and water, yesterday morning, and she got out of her cage, and I went to go get her to step up on me. She stepped up and latched onto my finger, and let me tell you how bad that flipping hurt. I had to shake her off. She landed on the floor, and yeah, it sucked. Anyway, so it just sucks though too, now that's healing, but the skin's still up, it gets stuck, like, yeah. Okay, anyway, this book I've been going back and forth on for a long time, and I seen it on Goodreads, and for just under $4, it's like, you know what, I might as well grab it. It is 13 to Life by Shannon Delaney, and the reason I was going back and forth on this book, I love this cover, is because I heard mixed reviews on it. This cover, though, is awesome. It's very creepy. I think I love eyes on books, and I've heard other people that said that too. You got like the tribalness going down the side here. And then the girl in the darkness with the trees behind her. Very cool, very cool. It says, everything about Jessie Bill Manson's life changed when her mother died. Now, even her hometown of Junction is changing. Mysterious, dark things are happening. All Jessie wants is to avoid more change. But while showing a hot new guy around Junction High, she's about to discover a whole new type of change. Peter Rusakova, it's Russian, so... is more than good looks and a fascinating accent. He's a guy with a dangerous secret, and his very existence is sure to bring big trouble to Jessie's small town. Seems change is the one thing Jessie can't avoid. And then the second one, it either just came out or it's coming out. I can't remember. So I got that. From the same person, I also got these 2 books. The first one, it's a very thin book, but it's so cool. I've never heard of it before. It is Half-Minute Horrors, a collection of instant frights from the world's most astonishing authors and artists. First of all, I love that cover. Love that cover. You got all these people aren't really people. I don't know if you can see in their mouths, but they actually have like the fake heads on, except for the one kid in the middle there. Like I said, I've never heard of this book before. It has short stories, and when I say short stories, I mean that's a story. Or, I just seen one that was really good. This is like 2 sentences. That's a story. Yeah, so, but it has illustrations in here. This one's like more like a comic or manga, or I don't know what the heck you guys call it. And illustrations. I love books that have illustrations in them. Love them. There is another one in here. Well, there's a few more in here, but there's that. And on the back, these are a list of everybody that wrote something in here. It says, How Scary Can 30 Seconds Be? Read the shortest, scariest stories ever created by M.T. Anderson, Catherine Applegate, Margaret Atwood, Avi, A-V-I, Holly Black, Pseudonymous Bosch, Libba Bray, Lisa Brown, Michael Connolly, Mark Griley, Joseph Delaney, Dan Earnhaft, Neil Gaiman, Jack Gantos, Carol Gorman, Adele Griffin, Dan Gutman, Brett Hellquist, Aaron Hunter, Angela Johnson, Eliza Kellerman, Faye Kellerman, that's the mother and daughter, Emmy Kerr, Jonathan Lethem, Gail Carson Levine, Gregory Maguire, Melissa Marr, Brad Meltzer, Lauren Miracle, Jenny Nimmo, Joyce Carol Oates, Kenneth Opel, James Patterson, Yvonne Prince, Francine Prose, Vladimir Radunsky, Chris Rashka, Adam Rex, John Ziziska, Brian Selznick, Lane Smith, Lemony Snicket, Jerry Spinelli, R.L. Stein, Ellen Stratton, Gloria Whalen, and more. So that's already a lot of good names in there. It says, these instant thrills come from astounding talents, including blah, 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 blah. You'll never look at your closet door, your cat, your sock drawer, or even yourself in the mirror the same way again. And I want to, because they're short. I'm going to read one, you guys. This was published in 2009, so this is also new. It only has 125 pages, something like that. I'm going to read, this is by Jerry Spinelli. It's called The Chicken or the Egg. I was first, said Egg. I was first, said Chicken. I was, said Egg. I was, said Chicken. I was. Okay, said Chicken. You win, and pecked Egg 7 times. From 7 holes, Egg bled yellow into the barnyard dust, until all of Egg was out instead of in. Chicken grinned. But guess who's last? Sorry. Oh, love it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what it is. Yeah, I like it. Very excited about this. Like I said, I never heard of it until I was scrolling through Goodreads. So the next one I got, last book from the same person. I've heard of this book too, and I just never picked it up. I've seen the paperback of it. This is the hardback, and I didn't realize it was the hardback. This is also a very cool cover. It's The Reformed Vampire Support Group by Catherine Jinks. I love any kind of... I like whimsical covers. I like spooky covers or pictures or illustrations or what have you. So that's very, very cool. I don't think the cover underneath is anything special. It's just black. But I like the red inside. That's another thing I like. There's always cool colors there. The text in this is about this big. So definitely a quick read. It's 362 pages. It's a Publisher's Weekly Best Book of the Year, a School Library Journal Best Book of the Year, an Amazon Best Book of the Year, a BookSense Pick, a New York Public Library Book for the Teenage. There's a lot of things going on with this book. I'm going to read the inside flap to you guys. Contrary to popular opinion, vampires are not sexy, romantic, or powerful. In case you hadn't noticed, vampires are dead. And the only ones who don't get staked are the ones who avoid attacking people. Admit they have a problem and join a support group. Just ask Nina Harrison, fanged at 15 and still living with her mother. She hasn't aged since 1973, and the highlight of her sickly, couch-bound life is probably her Tuesday night group meeting, which she spends with a miserable bunch of fellow sufferers being lectured at. But then one of the group is mysteriously turned to ashes, and suddenly they're all under threat. That's when Nina decides to prove that every vampire on Earth isn't a weak, pathetic loser. Along with her friend Dave, a former punk rocker who could be pretty cute if he weren't such a vampire, She travels way out of her comfort zone to track down the killer. It could be that there is a lot more to bring a vampire than Nina realized. To being a vampire than Nina realized. So this definitely sounds like a comedy, a humorous book, what have you. So yeah, love that cover. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that's what I got from Goodreads from that. And then my last book from Goodreads from someone else. This is a freaking awesome book. It's another like reference, trivia, blah, 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 blah book. I don't know what they have it listed under. It was $35 originally. Thought it was hardback, but it's paperback. It was published in 2006. Hey guys, be good. It is Rolling Stone's 1000 Covers, a history of the most influential magazine in pop culture. So yeah, this is really, really cool. And it's very thick. It's in really good shape too. It's divided by decades. And it tells you about stuff too. It's not just the covers. Let's see. Well, here, oh, John Travolta from 1970. That's so cool. Very cool. It tells you when it was. It says John Travolta, June 15th, 1978. The photograph was by Annie Leibovitz. This one is Patti Smith, and then it talks about it a little bit. So yeah, this is neat. And this is stitched, but it does look like the stitching's coming undone. It's kind of raveled. So yeah. Yeah, this is just very neat. Very cool. And I like how it's the whole cover. I mean, obviously it's the whole cover, but you can read what else, like Michael Jackson, Life as a Man, California's Handgun Vote, Ray Mancini, A Death in the Ring. It's obviously enlarged enough that you can see the issue, the date. It was $1.50. This was in 1983. Oh, here's Prince. Yeah. So this is very awesome. Very, very awesome. Wow. I can't show it because there's some kids that watch this, but there's one of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and it's June 25th, 1992. So if you want to see that, you can Google that. Oh, look at this, Seinfeld. But it's 30th anniversary special. It is. It's Wizard of Oz. So yeah, so very, very cool. Very cool. I mean, look how thick this book is. So that's what I got. Also, off topic of books, my husband got the treadmill set up, so I was able to go on there today for the first time. Did a half an hour, over a mile, just over a mile. I don't run. I may jog a little, but I more fast walk. Since I haven't, though, really exercised in like over a year, I'm definitely going to start slow, but since we do have the treadmill, and it has a thing now, like our old treadmill didn't have, where you can prop up your book or a laptop or something, so it holds it open in that for you, or holds the laptop there, so that's very cool. So I actually was reading my book, obviously, when I was doing it today, and you don't even realize that you're exercising when your mind's somewhere else like that. So I guess that's it. I am going to have a review on Clarity later. I am almost done with that. I started it yesterday, and that's it, so stay tuned. Alright guys, bye.